Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are at the fun fair, the fairground, and it's starting to look quite interesting. As you can see, I've removed the old entrance that was over there. We did that last time. And I've started building an entrance. It's not complete, but I think it's going to be interesting. We might put some patterns on it, but for now it's just the colors of the fair. And if we look over there in the background, you'll see the boat called Barbara. Now, last time I just put a boat up in the air, squeezed it in, and I was like, yeah, that'll work. And then I was like, if you want a boat that rocks back and forth, it's got to sort of have a bit of a curve to it. So I took Barbara, I added Barbara, and we now have the Barbaras. And I've started a support structure. They clearly need way more support, but that's where we are right now. As you can see, it's really hanging on by a thread, literally. So there's that. The bathrooms have gone. I kept the noughts and crosses because I thought that was just a fun little game that we had to keep. But the bathrooms have disappeared, and I've started the fun house. Well, the haunted house, and I've been playing with, like, I don't know, switches and stuff. It does work, sort of. Maybe I'm not using it right. But if we come up here and we walk in here slowly, and you see the floor over there. Yay! And yeah, so I've got these on the wall, and I'm not sure if I should have so many because they sort of, like, I think they're reacting in various ways. But yeah, there's that. And then we've got this one which turns lights on. It's a pressure switch on the floor that turns lights on. And then as you step off it, the lights go off again. Now, in the preview, we saw the eyes open and close on this portrait, and it doesn't. And I was trying to figure out how to work with these things, and they literally just they're just a sticker, which is unfortunate. So I'm a bit sad about that. But the pressure switch works, and I might just put a pressure switch in here as well instead of this sort of, there we go. So I think they sort of arguing with each other, all these things up top here. That seems to be on, these aren't, but maybe there's too many, I'm not sure. So I thought today I saw a very cute, I think I mentioned it, I saw a very cute sort of circusy type thing. Let's put some more walls in here. And it's one of those roly things. It's a roly thing. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Where you actually walk into it and it spins around and around. And then if we take our little, you can see I've been looking at letters because obviously we've got more now to play with, which is nice. So if we take our little friend here and we put our little friend on the floor, we find the midpoint. Is that a full circle? No, it's, yes, no, maybe? Is that a circle? Almost. It overlaps slightly. Okay. I think that's a circle. And then on the back wall, What color should we use? Should we go for yellow? Should we go for a weird color? What am I getting here? Pattern? What have we got that sort of gives you a weird upside down feeling? That? So it's sort of like a barrel, you step into it and then it rolls around. That makes sense. And then we've got to figure out which one of these patterns is going to work the way we want it to. I think the swirls will probably be best. And if we put like that, not big enough. Okay, bigger. Yeah, no. Okay, let's do the back wall with this. See if that will help. Not really. Okay, what else can we use? We can do swirls, stripes, maybe something like that. Doesn't line up on the edges, does it? Which is unfortunate. Right, if we swap that color out for like a dark blue, might work. Sort of. Just like sort of. And then it like spins around and round and round. Just doesn't line up. I'm just trying to see if I turn this, would this work with the pattern? No, that makes it even worse. Well, almost looks like arrows on that side and arrows on that side. So, okay, all right. And what about if we do just a plain color in the background there? That looks a little better. Okay, maybe we can make this a little bit bigger. And maybe we can put a picture on the back wall. I did bring in a couple of other pictures. We've got some clown faces and stuff. Not a lot, just a few. You can see there's the ghost. And then we've got, how about this little face? Yeah, it's a circle. Okay, that might work. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. Seriously, it's not a real circle. Don't you hate that? It'll be fun. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then, of course, we've got the little ghost that we were looking at on the side here. I'm in two minds what to do in this section here. I'm not sure how much of, oh, and look what I found. You see the question marks coming up out of the ground? I thought that was quite cute. That's a new one of these visual effects. We have obviously all the flowers, and then we got stars as well. And you can increase the number. How about over there? How cute is that? Sorry, digress. But I mean, I like it. Question marks and stars and all kinds of stuff just floating in front of you. Okay, where was I? I'm getting distracted again. I do this, you know this. All right, let's take this. I'm trying to keep it fairly uniform on the outside. I think that's quite cute. It would be nice if we could take one of these, shrink it way down, and then no. Something like that, just to give it an edge. I think that'll work. Yeah, it's a rainy day in South Africa today, so it's a nice day to stay indoors and just chill. There we go. So there's that. Not a very exciting little thing, but I thought that would be fun. And then we've got to try and figure this out. Now, I did do the land hole here. Actually, you know what? Let's see. These are tied up. They are connected. So let's take them away and see if that will help with this thing. Still not. That is connected. But if it's connected twice, is it doing weird stuff? Okay, so if I'm still not standing. Now I'm standing. See, you've got to be in a very specific place for this to work. All right, what am I doing wrong? Because from the time I go there to the time I get there, it's closed already. So I actually cannot get down it. So do we move it closer? Does that make sense? All right, I'm not sure. Because what is the point of having this if you can't actually get down? So I want to do stairs, so you can go downstairs and be in the dark, because this place is going to be probably a lot more bright than it would be down there with no lights. Unless we use the pressure plate. So let's take that and disconnect it. So if I disconnect that and I connect that to that, copy that over here. See, by the time I get there, it's actually, damn it. I landed up and I fell through the earth. Okay. Where was I? I was over here. That'll teach me. All right, so if I stand on that, I will be able to go through, okay? But I'm going to have to do it fast. All right, let's put a thing in. Let's do a thing. Now, will this door open? Oh, I did that and I didn't put a floor in. I mean, seriously. Because what's the point of falling through the earth every time I trip the switch? Okay, am I? Yes, I am. Right, so if I walk in and I walk on that and I go, okay, then how the heck do I get out again? I'm going to need a staircase, and then we just need to figure out some scary spots down here. Ideas? Let me know. I was thinking there's a little section here that I can actually push this up higher, so it's almost like a fairy tower, because it's not high enough yet. And we can probably put a staircase coming back up here from down below. So let's see. So that will be, now we make a hole. Okay. So that will be where we go back out again. So this will be the door in. We can do a walk around through here and then back up there. And we might need a pressure switch there so we can open a door to get out. That makes sense? I think so. So I like that idea. I'm going to do that idea. Maybe we do a treasure hunt for a key to get out of here, or we do a pressure switch. Option. There's always options. I also have had a couple of suggestions so far for names of the roller coaster. One of them is the Comet. One of them is, oh my goodness, Rollin' Rosie. One of them is, oh gee, Total Blank. No, that's not the name. That's just That's just my head. But yeah, so I might put a poll up and we can name it. Oh, damn it, why? It does this, doesn't it? Apparently this is also a thing. Maybe we need a ladder. And I don't have to build it. That lazy. Yes. Should we do metal? That didn't work, did it? That way? It also doesn't extend far enough. So you actually don't have that many options. So it literally is... Where's the floor? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. So moving on to a totally different topic. These are the different fonts that we have to play with now. We've got capital and lowercase, which is quite nice. I quite like that. And at the moment it says raw. And so I think I'll wait, and on the weekend I'll put up a poll of like top 3 names, and we can name the coaster. And then we need to figure out how to get onto this ship. I'm thinking of a ladder because, you know, it's the ship. And this was easy because you just had people like, boom, on, climb into the chair, moves up, next person climbs on. Ship, on the other hand, it's a little ways off the floor. Do we use stairs? See, these are every single one of these stairs you can make bigger, except for the attic ladder, which is irritating. But that's just me. All right, let's go with our signature driftwood and see what we can do here. Now, obviously, we are going to have a platform of some description. I do like the fact that the stairs can be built in the air now. The only problem I have with stairs that narrow is we can walk up them to a point, except for the boy there. We walk. Okay. Maybe not right there. We might have to pull them out into... Any problem with the sidewalk? It's quite narrow. Can we move it over just a smidgen? Let's see how much we can get. We do that. So it's only really one block that we've got. It's not like we're playing Planet Coaster where we get a bazillion people in the park. It will be okay. So, do we move this over a little bit? Now, again, for public safety purposes, we can climb the ladder, which is fine. But if I put the railing on, if I'm not mistaken, do I want it on both sides? I suppose so, because, you know, we're not going to fit... Oh, we're not going to fit. It's too skinny. Still too skinny. There we go. Whee. Okay, so that we can do. So how about we take that and we flip it. Put it on the other side as well. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. And we can then put a platform so people can get on and off the boat. It does detract a little bit, doesn't it? Well, it takes away some of the... It's like walking the plank, only vertically. There we go. And then we're going to need, okay, well, that's one way of figuring out that you haven't lined it up. There we go. Let's use that for the sides. I mean, it is a ship after all. Let's rotate it. It's better. And then the Barbara can probably be accessible. Let's just do the end bits. Walk up, hop. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the Barbara. I'm guessing whoever's in charge of this device, good luck to them. I wouldn't like to be on this boat, to be honest, but we do need benches. Now, we could do these. And no, they won't sit. We're going to, oh, it will sit. Look at you. Sort of. Okay. So if I want to change your style, should we go with like iron and maybe leather? Should we do like the whole leather thing? Or should we do, it's not too bad. We can sit and we can look out. Okay. You know, we can place two on, so one on each side. The hatch is unfortunately in the way, and we cannot move the hatch. So we can have, what is that? Say 2 people or 8 people at a time. It'll be fine. All right, let's borrow you and put you on the other side too. So one here and one here. And seeing as we have the potential to fly backwards and forwards, I was thinking that rope's actually a pretty dang good idea. But I don't know if that's going to keep you on. So what I was thinking of is something like this, sort of on the sides, and it won't sit. I was thinking like a seat belt. We're going to have to do it from the floor. Dang it, I'll sit and play with it and fight with it and all the rest. But I think we need to pull, let's see, maybe we need to move that back a little bit so it looks like people can actually board. Because if I come here and I hop down, then I can get onto the boat. And I can get off the boat. I just cannot put a fence here because I don't think the fence is going to work. How about, what have we got that's flat? Those wooden bits, these planks. Speaking of walking the plank, how about it, guys? How tall are you? Okay, so if I do it this way, oh, sorry. Actually looks quite cool because it's like planks. Can I actually place them? Yes, I can. Why am I being so silly? Okay, that'll work for me. Come on. Come on. Thank you. And then we can actually use these and make a little fence without it actually being a fence. Does that make sense? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, 2 more of these. Then we can fine tune them. Okay, let's take a, I keep on seeing a spot that I actually haven't painted. There we go. Not perfect. I can make it better. But that's not bad. It'll keep everybody from falling off, sort of. Sort of. And then you can hop on here, hope the chair is bolted down to the floor, and I'm going to have to make a plan with the seatbelt. I know we've got chains. Where are our chains? Mirrors. Yeah, all of mirrors. That was another suggestion. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay, so here's a chain. So that would work. Just chain. Chain your people to the benches. Just like, okay, you're fine. You're safe. You'll be okay. So that could work. That's funny. Sorry. But let's. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some finer stays and then just sort of anchor it a little bit more. And then we can put a nice big sign, perhaps coming down from here. Barbara the boat works for me. And then we've got our spooky statue here. We've got our other spooky statue over there. And we still have to do the monster statue, which is probably going to be out here somewhere. Or inside somewhere. Maybe we should do like the suit of armor. I mean, here's the armor dude. He could, I don't know. Doesn't really fit into the slightly old and slightly tatty fun house, haunted house. But yes. So we have place here that we can do the Hall of Mirrors. We also are going to need a little bathroom area here and maybe one on that side. And then there was a tea garden here, sort of like beer garden, tea garden type thing. So I was thinking, yes, I'm going all over the place. I was thinking we've got this empty area here where the entrance used to be. And we can maybe build another one of these where it serves drinks, tea, coffee, and all the rest. And people can come and sit here and chill. Or sit here and chill. Lots of benches around. So maybe we should, in the meantime, do something constructive. We've got a brick one. We've got a wooden one. Let's use that. I quite like that finish, but I don't know if I want to keep it that color. Maybe a dark wood. How big are these? .2 by 3. So we have enough space here, probably. 0.2. Oh, absolutely. We could make it a little bit bigger because we're going to need bridges. So let's do that. We have the technology and the space. Let's do that. Yeah, that will make a nice little beer garden type place. So what color should we do it? Maybe a cream? Let's use this. This is just easier. Come on. Up you get. Come on, stop bouncing around. There we go. Perfect. We have got a bit more space there for doors, so we're going to have to probably move these bins over here. Maybe right at the back there. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to put a door properly in here. Let's borrow that door. It is a glass door, so it'll be fine. Maybe use this. Just put the planks. Or should we do tiles? I think tiles. We've got lots of new tiles. This is cool, but it is also not the most beautiful, but it's okay. Not bad. And then we just need to turn this door around that way. Then we can, how about that? I think that's the right size. Sort of. One meter. 1 meter. It should be fine. Just looks slightly off because it's wider. But I think that'll work. And then we can do a counter here. We've obviously got the ice cream counter here. Would you put your beers in this kind of fridge? Probably not. But it would work. It's just very tall. No. Fine. I am being a little silly. But then, as I say, the people can bring their drinks or whatever, and they can come and spend some time sitting around. I think it was the Arizona walnut that I used. A lovely dark wood. I really like this wood. And then we've got a poster. I didn't find all of them, but the one that I did find was for the tea. There's tea. We can have some tea and other things. Tea, coffee, and beer garden. Now it does need some decoration. And I'm really liking this little trim here, which would look really cute if we change it up a little bit. So how about we go with the red? That's nice with the dark wood. It is nice with the dark red. We do have the dark red, the dark wood. We do have the sort of yellow pizza, the red burgers, but I think that looks really cute here. And we can turn it. Look at that. Thank you. If we wanted to, we could probably do... It was weird. Did you see that roof? Well, it sort of came and went. It was a little weird. Yeah, we did it there as well. Okay, fine. I will make you fit. Just like we did on the other place. There we go. On the ice cream shop as well. Now what happens if we take this little thing And just do a double. I can enough of that. Alright, now, how about here? And there. Oh. Got so excited that it actually worked on the edge that I didn't do the other side. I think I'm liking it. I think I'm liking it. Sort of has a Mike's Kitchen, which was, still is a restaurant where we are in South Africa. It was a pretty cool place. All right, let's take one of you. Come on. Over this side. And that's. Okay, now what are we going to do with this? How about that? No, I'm not. I'm not about that. There we go. We can probably do that on the inside as well. That's very cute. I just need to find a couple of logos, and we need to also find our letters. I don't want to be too specific. Let's go with that, and let's go red, seeing as we are upside down. It's not huge, is it? Me trying to remember how to spell drinks. The N and the K look a little peculiar, but that's okay. And then what I think we can do, let's find the center here. Very boring. How about, oh, that's huge. How big is that one? Better. Okay, hot drinks. Cool drinks. How does that sound? The O always messes stuff up. Okay, I'll make it look better. It's all over the place. We have tea here, and I think in the stains we actually have a menu, if I'm not mistaken. Is that it? Oh, come on. Okay, that's the cup in a good book. There's coffee time. Now, how do you change this? R. Opacity, dry, size, rotation. I swear we had color ones. Yes, we do have color ones. Okay, so if I say opacity, size, I think I can change it size-wise like that. So that'll work. And then I think I've got an ATM though. We can make an ATM somewhere. We've got 2 ATMs. Oh, and we've got a splush. Okay, so no, I don't have the bar and cocktails type sign. Let me go find that. I think I've been talking for a long time now, so I think I better stop today. But I think that's cute. And we can come back and carry on. And as I say, any more ideas for the name of the coaster, you'll find them in the comments on the last video. There's 3 so far. and then we can maybe add some more and do a poll and see whose name is the best, and we can name our coaster. And well, it's Barbara the boat, so I mean, she's already got a name. Let me know what you think. How am I doing? Any suggestions for using that darn the switches and all the rest of it, which is a little frustrating for me because I really don't know what the heck I'm doing. But maybe you guys can help me there. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. If you've got this far, please subscribe. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.